A little slow. You might have to
Hey, I had a good day today. I actually walked into a room and remembered why I went in there. It was a bathroom. Still counts. Hey, I'm new to this Grampy thing. You know, grandkids coming along and everything, and you know you got to prepare for them. You know, prepare for, you know, all the mess when they eat, and all the naps and the diapers. And that's before they even got there. But y'all, anybody here have anxiety? Well, just wait. You know, I'll sit there and study. You got to study on sessions in life, right? And the most common adult diaper is called depends. Depends on what? 2 ounces good? 6 ounces bad? You women got a head start on them always. Well, I've been doing a little reflecting, thinking about, Mac was talking about his dad, and by the way, I'm not Nathaniel's dad. Just remember that, Nathaniel, there's no child support. No, that's another story. But you start reflecting back to your mom and dad and how they raised you, right? Anybody do that? I got on my mom's last nerve. I remember her looking at me, and she looked me straight. She said, "You realize you're a twin, and I'm about to exchange you." Scared me. Now the dads were tough back then, right? You remember rub the dirt on it, right? Anybody had that happen? Did you ever have snuff spit on your boo-boo? That was my grandma. Yeah. And you didn't want to turn over that spit tune. She was in trouble then, but I remember walk it off. So I just kind of learned that in life things happen, you just have to kind of laugh it off. So if I get going like that, you guys just have to excuse me. But I've been recollecting. Anybody recollecting here? Well, I was thinking about my high school days. Y'all may not believe this, but I was quite the wrestler back in high school. Tennessee High. I'm on the record books for the fastest pin. 7 seconds. Let me show you how it went. Now, Mary Catherine, who pinned me, she was a really good wrestler. That was my first crush. I mean, she had all the moves, and she obviously liked being on top. And I thought back to my high school days, and that was the only physical affection I had the whole time. Except that one time with the wrestling coach, but he said it was an accident. But you know, you change stages in life, right? So I remember raising my kids and thinking about, you know, some of the funny things that happened. Crazy things. I remember my daughter, she came home and she might have been 16 years old, and this was before tattoos were cool. You know, if you had a tattoo, it's because you served in the military, right? Y'all remember those days? Now everybody's got one. I got a Grampy stamp. It's different. But she came home and she had this tattoo, and I said, honey, I know you ain't got no money. Where'd you get that tattoo at? Well, I started dating a tattoo artist. Oh, so you got it for free? She said, what? I think we have some kind of tip for tat arrangement. Well, I still don't know the answer to that. I don't know at all. But she was for my first wife. I've got 3 ex-wives. That's not a good sign for somebody who was a marriage counselor. born June 24th. Anybody tell me what that makes her?
Cancer.
She's a Cancer. So I tell people I'm a cancer survivor. She tried to get back with me a couple times, but I stayed remission. With my second wife, she liked to fight. Anybody got one of them relationships in here? I remember the last time we got in a fight, we were getting ready to fly to Miami. She said, make sure you mark that luggage. And she got mad when I peed on it. I was just trying to prepare for the future, right? I mean, you get to a certain... Well, anyway, the best part about getting into a fight is what? The makeup sex. Now, I'm not sure she was really into me wearing makeup, but I never did get my eyeshadow just right. Well, she left me. And you guys won't believe this. She left me for Mary Catherine, my first crush. It made that nut allergy a whole lot worse since, though, I have to tell you. Sorry. Sorry, Dan, got a little off clean there. When you Grampy, it's hard to do much clean. So then, anyway, met my third wife. She said she was looking for a sugar daddy. And she left me, but the only sugar she found out I had was diabetes. She asked me what my count was when we started dating. I said 7.2 A1C. That wasn't what she was looking for in accounts. I should have known. Hey, any of you guys in here been on any of them dating websites? I know some guys been in here. I've seen some of your profile. I won't watch them. I mean, kiss and tell. That's adults only. I'm sorry. That's a different. So anyway, did y'all know this? Most y'all are fishermen up here. There's this website called Plenty of Fish in the Sea. Y'all heard of that one? Y'all be looking it up later? Well, anyway, this woman down there, she said that I was catfishing her. I didn't know what that meant. But then she released me back in. She said I need to grow up a little bit. Then guys, I'm telling you, if you're single and you're old, there's a perfect website for seniors. It's called Almost Out of Time. But you got to sit there and you got to figure these websites out. You don't want to embarrass yourself, right? You got to figure it out. Well, I'm sitting there looking through these profile pictures. Coming through. You don't believe who was there?
Mary Catherine.
Mary Catherine, she was there. I heard she got tired of wearing makeup too. So. Well, she had all these things underneath her name. RBM, regular bowel movements. AOP, all original parts. Now, I have to tell you, some of them fake ones are better than the real ones. Talk about hips and knees. Don't stay out of the gutter. Then I had the WAPs. Walker assistant person. I got that one completely wrong. So we started going out. My first crush, we're back together again. Can you believe it? First crush, we're back together. And I want y'all to know, I still got it. She said I took her breath away. It wasn't too hard. She has COPD and I still have her oxygen hose. Hey, but let me give you guys some hints for your later life. Love romantic times. Make sure that they got one of them emergency call buttons. I found this the hard way. Make sure you take it off. Take it off. I mean, we were romanticizing, having a good time. Next thing you know, the first responders got busted through there. Let's just say I'm glad they didn't hose us down. But she told me that I needed to perform a little bit better. Anybody else in here have performance problems? You guys got so bad you can't even raise your hand. So I joined one of them silver sneakers. You know, that's all the thing. Anybody ever seen this new silver sneakers? Y'all heard of that? Well, they had the sit-ups and the push-ups. I remember that. But the deadlifting, I the band from Acre Funeral Home. Y'all get that one on the way home. Dead people. What's the funeral home up here? Is there a funeral home up here? Or y'all just take them out in the lake and dump them off? Is that it? Kind of the Navy? So, okay. I just want to know. Might come in useful stuff. So I decided I was going to start my own exercise program called Jerry Atkins. I get up and go pee. I get 5 of those a night. That should count as a sit-up, right? And sit down. Well, then the other one was compression sock pull-ups. Now, if you've ever pulled up a compression sock, that's a workout. I'm telling you, it'll work you out. But I love the smartphones. But everybody think that the smartphones maybe just a little too smart. You ever be like this? Now, I know there's nobody in here that's on Facebook, right?
No.
Or Instagram, or TikToker. Well, I was sitting on the seat. You know, it was not the one that Mac had, but a different seat. You know, if I sat there for more than 5 minutes, I start getting hands for Metamucil. At 7 minutes, it's Preparation H. At 10 minutes, it's Steve Huff Plumbing. It's combusted through the door. I don't understand that. Well, I'm almost out of time as well, but I want to leave you guys with some hints. A couple of hints. You know that little game you play with your grandkids about pull my finger, pull my finger? That works well till you have an accident. You need to be careful. You need to be careful when you're out here on the lake, your exposure to the sun and all that, so make sure that to avoid cancer, that you only smoke in the shade. And just remember, when you get old, not everything's stiff. But from time to time, you'll realize that you have a good leg, a good ear, bad leg, bad back, right? Just make sure. Make sure. Well, I can't say that joke, so I'll tell y'all later outside. Well, I did get some bad news I want to share with you guys. Mary Catherine, she ghosted me. She died. But she was smoking hot all the way up to the end. She's cremated. Well, I'm Grampy. Thank you guys for coming. Let me kind of switch gears just a little bit.